1.8 Voyaging towards excellence. 1. Read the text again and make a list of great Indian and foreign personalities who had a great impact on Achyut Godbole during his childhood. Poets Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar, Vasant Bapat, Keshsukh. Writers Charles Dickens, Thomas Hardy, Merdeka. Musicians Sir Mozart, P.T. Kumar Gandharv, P.T. Vincent Joshi, P.T. Jasraj. Dramatists Shakespeare. Painters Van Gogh, Michelangelo. 2. Find different techniques used by the writer to learn science and mathematics. A. The writer used to appreciate the inherent beauty of these subjects. B. He found Newton's law of motion beautiful and the Pythagorean theorem elegant. C. The writer loved solving problems of mathematics of the 9th standard when he was in 7th. D. He used to love solving problems and enjoy finding out most of them elegant method of solving them. 3. The writer faced numerous problems while communicating in English because A. He had his entire education in Marathi. B. His vocabulary was so poor and pronunciation was terrible. C. His construction of sentence was awkward. 4. The writer was completely stumped because his A. Vocabulary was very weak. B. Spoken English was quite pathetic. C. Pronunciation was terrible. D. Construction of sentences was very awkward. 5. Read the text again and complete the sentence, due to the writer's pathetic English speaking style. A. Felt quite lonely and terrified, in Mumbai in general, and IIT in particular. B. Developed an inferiority complex. C. Wanted to run away from IIT and even Mumbai. 6. Complete the following sentences. The writer wanted to achieve mastery in English because A. He wanted to speak elegant and fluent English. B. He will be able to achieve excellence and excel in anything he tried to do. C. He need not have to feel afraid of anybody and start feeling at home in his hostel. 7. Make a list of different steps that the writer undertook to improve his English speaking skills. A. Think in English before speak in English. B. Started reading newspapers and novels. C. Studied root words and phonetics. D. Stood in front of the mirror and practiced speaking, corrected mistakes. 8. A. Read the text again and describe the writer's achievements after achieving mastery over the English language. His fear for English disappeared. He started feeling quite confident. He could give presentations with ease. He negotiated and signed many contracts worldwide and ran large global software companies. He headed software companies having thousands of software engineers worldwide. B. Go through the text again and complete the table comparing two different phases of life of the writer as an MD or Chief Executive Officer and an activist of Sarvodaya movement. MD or Chief Executive Officer, activist of Sarvodaya movement. Head of the company for 23 years, participated in a peaceful satyagraha. Traveled all over the globe about 150 times for business, joined a social movement for tribal. Wrote 4 books on information technology, went to jail for 10 days. 9. A. Complete the web highlighting the various opportunities you gained due to your good English speaking skills. Opportunities you gained. Always selected for debate competitions. Selected to read school college reports on annual day. Appointed as secretary of school literary society. Chosen to compare programs in school and in a housing complex. B. Describe a situation or incident when you felt embarrassed for your lack of knowledge of a particular subject or incompetence in speaking English fluently. Answer. That happened with me most of time. I lived in village and my cousin in city. When he used to come in summer vacations, he used to recite English poems and we in Marathi and Hindi. We felt sorry for that. Then when we were in college, that cousin was well in English grammar and we were weak, so we could not speak English fluently. I agree that we have to take good knowledge of any subject. A 3. 1. Fill in the blanks selecting the correct phrase from the alternatives given. 1 is done for you. Be completely stumped, be broken, feel out of place, speak at length, feel at home, Sea of knowledge, broaden one's horizon, one's second innings, touched the hearts, keep one going. A. By the end of the week she was beginning to feel at home in her new job. B. When he lost his mother he was completely broken. C. Traveling can help to broaden one's horizon. D. After my retirement I started my second innings as a social worker. E. Having faith in God keeps one going in difficult situation. F. To succeed in any competitive examination, one requires a sea of knowledge. G. The simple village girl felt out of place in a formal party. H. The work done by Sindhu Ka Sakal touched the hearts of millions. I. The teacher spoke at length explaining the concept. J. The speaker was completely stumped by the intelligent questions asked by the audience. 2. A. Read the text again and find out all the words related to the game of cricket. List 2 meanings of each. 1 is done for you. Words related to the game of cricket meanings. 1 second innings general the second phase of life of an individual where he/she pursues a new or different career or the post-retirement life. Cricket when a team comes to bat for the second time in a test match. 2 scored general meaning obtained or assigned marks in test or exam. Cricket got runs. 3 stumped general meaning to be unable to answer a question. Cricket tools in cricket like bat and ball. B. List of books title and subject written by Achyut Godbole. Sister No. Subjects titles. 1 Management Boardroom. 2 Painting Canvas. 3 Western Music Symphony. 4 Psychology Manak. 5 Mathematics Ganati. 6 Science Kimyagar. 7 Indian Music Nadwed. 8 Western Films Limelight. 9 English Literature Zapulza. 10 Economics Earthat. 3. Go through the text to find the antonyms of the words given in the grid and fill the boxes. 1. Unlucky. 2. Solution. 3. Trust. 4. Confident. 5. Advanced. 6. Blockhead. Answer 1. Lucky. 2. Problem 3. Doubt. 4. Diffident. 5. Lower. 6. Genius. A. 4. I. Primary auxiliary verbs are be, have, and do, which occur most commonly and can also be used as a main verb in a clause. Go through the sentences given below and say whether the verbs are main verbs or primary auxiliary verbs. A. I had a very simple upbringing. Answer. Had. Main verb. B. I was immensely impressed. Answer. Was. Main verb. C. I had learnt from my childhood that money did not mean everything in life. Answer. Had. Auxiliary verb. D. He was a convent-educated guy. Answer. Was. Main verb. E. They did all the work in time. Answer. Did. Main verb. F. I had to achieve a lot in life. Answer. Had. Main verb. 2. Write adjective forms of following words. Sister No. Noun adjectives. 1 Humanity humanitarian humane. 2 Rationality rational. 3 Humility humble. 4 Equality equal. 5 Curiosity curious. 6 Knowledge knowledgeable. A. Fill in the blanks with appropriate models according to the situations given in the following sentences. 1. Take an umbrella. It might rain later. 2. People should not must not walk on the grass. 3. Could I ask you a question? 4. The signal has turned red. You ought to wait. 5. I was a sports person in my school days. I used to play badminton. 6. I am going to the library. I will find my friend there. B. Find from the text the sentences that show past habit. 1. Poets like Vinda Karandikar, Mangesh Padgaonkar and Vasant Bapat used to visit our home. And for hours I could listen to the discussions about poetry and literature Marathi and English. 2. They used to talk about Keshsuk, Merdeka, Shakespeare, Charles Dickens and Thomas Hardy. 3. I used to study these subjects or any subject for that matter for its inherent beauty. 4. I used to get involved in solving them. 5. I used to love problem solving and used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving them. 6. Most of the students and professors used to converse in English. 7. I used to stand in front of the mirror and practice speaking. 8. Until that time I used to consider myself somewhat intelligent. 9. I used to visit MIT during lunch time to meet my friends. 10. I used to visit both of these universities. 11. We used to discuss about relativity, Big Bang, aesthetics, literature, philosophy, economics and many other subjects every day until late into night. 3. Do as directed and rewrite the sentences. A. I did not fully understand their discussions but I was immensely impressed. Remove, but. Answer. Though I did not fully understand their discussion, I was immensely impressed. B. I had decided that I would do nothing of this sort. Remove, that. Answer. I had decided to do nothing of this sort. C. My fear had vanished and I started feeling at home in my hostel. Use, when. Answer. My fear had vanished and I started feeling at home in my hostel. D. It was only my self-esteem which stopped me. Remove, which. Answer. Only my self-esteem stopped me. E. I plunged into all these branches of knowledge. It was a period of renaissance. Join with, which. Answer. I plunged into all these branches of knowledge, which was a period of renaissance. F. When I look back, there are a number of lessons that I cherish. Remove, when. Answer. On looking back, I find that there are a number of lessons that I cherish. G. There are hundreds who tell me that they understood the theory of relativity. Remove, who. Answer. There are hundreds who tell me that they understood the theory of relativity. 1. What does rich childhood mean? Ans. I think a rich childhood is where you get a lot of love, security at home. It could be culturally rich, where you get an exposure to music, books, theatre, sport etc. Money comes after all these things. 2. How do arts, music and literature enrich our lives? Answer. I think arts, music and literature are more related to our emotions. It makes us softer, gentle and more sensitive. They enrich the quality of our life and improve our physical and mental health. Literature gives us insights into the world of others, both in present and past. 3. Why should you study any subject? Answer. According to writer, every subject has its inherent beauty and uses. We should study any subject. While science and technology are important to make our daily lives easy, art, music and literature enrich our lives and put meaning to our existence. Every subject helps in the progress of mankind in some way. 4. The writer developed a problem-solving attitude because. Answer. A. He did not study subjects only for scoring maximum marks in examinations but also for his inherent beauty. B. He used to love solving problems and used to enjoy finding out the most elegant method of solving them. C. He used to get involved in solving maths problems. 5. What are the achievements of the writer in mathematics? Answer. The writer loved solving problems of mathematics of the 9th standard when he was in 7th. The writer scored 100% marks in mathematics in almost all the examinations that he appeared for, from the 1st standard until IIT, barring only a few times. He also stood first in the university in all subjects put together. 6. Why was the writer's joy short-lived? Answer. The writer spent his childhood in Solapur. He hadn't seen any buildings more than 3-storied. Mumbai was full of skyscrapers. At IIT, most of the students and professors used to converse in English whereas his English was very poor. He had his entire education in Marathi. His spoken English was quite pathetic. Not only did he had a very weak vocabulary, but his pronunciation also was terrible and his construction of English sentences very awkward to say the least. Due to all this, he was feeling quite lonely and terrified in Mumbai in general and IIT in particular. He had developed an inferiority complex and wanted to run away from IIT and even Mumbai. 7. Find the full forms of IIT, Indian Institute of Technology. TIFR, Tata Institute of Fundamental Research. BARC, Bhabha Atomic Research Center. TCP, TR Answer Mission Control Protocol. IP, Internet Protocol. GRE, Graduate Record Examination. 8. Do you know the top universities in the world? Name some of them. Answer: Harvard University, Oxford University, Cambridge University, Cornell University, Princeton. 9. The writer was benefited by the discussions with great people as it 1. It became benefited to realize real brilliance. 2. Broadened his horizons and his aims and worldview became global. 3. Made a lasting impact on his life. 4. Taught him a lesson in humanity, hard work and a passion for excellence. 10. Why does the author say passing the examination of life is more important? Answer: Writer says that passing examination of life is more important than college examinations, because he wanted to understand the world and how it works. He also wished to serve India and her people. So he read and understand different branches of knowledge, to develop values like humility, humanity and rationalism. This was the examination of life for him. This was far more important to him than just passing the IIT examination. 11. Why are curiosity and humanity important? Answer: The writer says, curiosity is important because we have been able to make such a great progress in science and technology and social sciences. Humanity means a concern for our fellow human beings. It means caring for and helping others whenever and wherever possible. This is important if we wish to live in a world that is happy and contented. 12. What are the principles of good management? Answer: According to the writer, the following principles are important for management. A. Motivation. B. Target setting. C. Being good listener. D. Art of delegation. 13. Do you think passion is more important than wealth? Answer: In my opinion, passion is more important than wealth. Wealth can provide luxuries of life, but it cannot give mental peace and satisfaction. This can only be gained by having full involvement in what we do, or in simple words, by loving our jobs. When one chooses a career, it is more important to choose one which we love rather one which pays more. 14. How did the author touch the hearts of the readers? Answer: The author's books are motivational, easy to understand and they tough to readers' heart. Hundreds have come out of depression and more than a dozen have given up thoughts of committing suicide and decided to start all afresh. There are hundreds who say that they understood the theory of relativity or Big Bang after reading his book on science, Kim Yager. His book Boardroom on Management has created at least 20 successful entrepreneurs. Then there are hundreds who can understand Economic Times or NDTV Profit after reading his book on economics at that. Many have turned to mathematics after reading his book Ganiti. There are many books who gives information about various fields.